What is up, gamers? Today we're making a video on the news that happened yesterday with the Activision Blizzard buyout. Most of the time I don't make content like this. Mostly I've been doing playthroughs and reviews and stuff, but sometimes I kind of want to go into the news, mostly if it's something big or like industry changing, I guess. And I feel like this one was kind of like one of the big deals. So what were my thoughts at the beginning? I've been very concerned, but also very excited for many different reasons. And I guess one of the ways I was more excited was the Game Pass idea. And I know most people would be like, oh boy, Game Pass. But to be honest, the value of it is going to skyrocket from here, which is really exciting to see. But at the same time, Microsoft picking up on almost every single gaming company is very concerning, mostly for the future of gaming, because I feel like it sets a bad precedent for like other companies. When they look in, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, so Microsoft can go in and buy whatever they want, and they won't get any type of regulation. I guess they did in a way by making them sell their cloud gaming to Ubisoft, which was pretty interesting way of trying to like negate their power in the gaming industry. I don't really know how that's going to change much. I feel like they think cloud gaming is going to skyrocket in like the next like 2 to 3 years, but I feel like we're still kind of like 10 years out from there because everyone's internet plans are kind of still dog shit. So I don't really get the whole idea around that, but yeah, I feel like other companies are going to look at this and be like, okay, the only way we can hop in now at this point in time is by buying into it. Like, they're not going to try to make their own studios. Why do that when you can just buy something that's already in the industry? Which isn't really different from what they were probably already going to try to do. I'm pretty sure at first, instead of Microsoft picking up Call of Duty, it was supposed to be Facebook. So it's kind of like you just got to choose whoever you think is going to be a better fit, I guess, in the long run. Which kind of sucks because you would hope it wouldn't come down to that, but that's how the industry is now. So yeah. But what I wanted to go into next is, what do I think is going to happen now because of this? I feel like Microsoft is not done buying. I hope everyone knows that. They're probably going to keep buying studios. I don't know what studios they're going to go for next. I'm guessing this is going to start becoming more like tiny ones that aren't really noteworthy. You might have heard of like a game or two from them, probably like indie devs and stuff. Sony's gonna definitely start buying more because now they're gonna have pressure from their own people that want like their fans. So they're gonna want to see new stuff. And now with Microsoft owning so much and having so many marketing rights over so much crap now, like having the marketing rights over WoW, Overwatch, and Call of Duty is already a big game changer. Like compared to what Sony has. Like they have God of War. They have Uncharted, which we haven't seen in a long time. The Last of Us. Like, they have some major titles that are really exciting. But when you just put it against a plethora of other stuff, like Bethesda games and Activision Blizzard games, and plus whatever Microsoft's spewing out, who the hell knows at this point. I honestly don't know what the fuck they work on at this point. Most of the time it's Bethesda throwing something out. But you know what I mean. Like, there's just so much stuff, and then now Sony is kind of has that pressure on them to have to buy more, which can become a really big concern because it's just going to become a buyout war. See like who can buy what and see who can actually get it through regulation and stuff. And I feel like it's going to set a bad precedent for like anyone else that's looking at it. Like if Google Stadia was still in the industry, I bet you right now after seeing this buyout, they would have definitely went and picked up something. Who knows what? And I guess another thing that's in the news, they were talking about Disney picking up EA, and this is what I mean by like this is like the catalyst of what happens when this type of stuff goes through. You see like these big companies trying to merge, and I feel like at least personally with like Disney and EA, I just don't give a shit. They're both dog shit companies. I could not care less if they decided to merge because they're already bad. So I don't know how you would make it worse, honestly. But I guess we'll see how this affects long term. But so far, it seems like we're going to have some drastic changes that a lot of people aren't going to like. There is one more negative I can think of aside from other companies joining in, and that's that Microsoft doesn't really have a great track record when it comes to gaming companies. Most of the time when they buy stuff, they don't really do anything. Like for the whole Xbox One era, we had the same studios throwing out the same games, and you had to wait like 3 to 4 years between each. And I get that's why they're buying all these companies, so they can like bolster up their games. But there's still so many studios that they had before Bethesda that still haven't dropped anything of note. Like Bethesda, the buyout of that was probably the best decision Microsoft made. And aside from that, the other studios that they have bought haven't really done much. Like Double Fine, I'd say did something. At least they dropped Psychonauts 2. That was crazy. But the people that made We Happy Few, I haven't seen anything from them. Hellblade's taken forever, and they're supposed to be working on another game, so I don't even know what the hell that's gonna be. Plus, we still haven't even seen gameplay of that. Playground's working on a new Fable, which I'm really excited for personally because I'm a huge Fable fan, but we haven't seen a single thing of it. And it's just so annoying seeing them buy all these and show these exciting looking titles, but we haven't seen a bit of like any type of gameplay that's noteworthy. Like we have like South of Midnight, and South of Midnight didn't show anything. You have another one that would actually look really cool, and it was the first one that we actually got to see that's like from the new lineup, which is Clockwork, which actually had some gameplay. But aside from that, we haven't really gotten anything of note, and it's really bothering me that no one's pointing out that Microsoft has a really bad track record when it comes to dropping new titles. So I don't know why we're all excited like this is gonna change their way they make games. Like we're gonna still see this like slow pushing, but hopefully if they can get their shit together, it could be like 4 games each year at least. Like you can have one each quarter of the year. And that's what I'm hoping for, but knowing Microsoft, there's going to be some huge issues, but if they can tweak through those, it could be perfect. But I guess we'll have to see in the end of it. But before anyone says that I just hate Microsoft or something, I just wanted to let you all know this is all out of love. I just wanted to throw my criticism towards Microsoft for a lot of stuff that they do that's really iffy. But I am really excited about like the future of this. I want to see what happens, but at the same time, I still have my concerns of what they might end up doing with these franchises that they're picking up. But hopefully, let's just hope. Oh, let's pray to the Lord right now that this is good. But I guess we'll have to see because we don't really have that inside look on it. So hopefully they have some type of idea set in place so that they're ready for this pickup, and I hope we start seeing a huge push of a whole bunch of new lineups. I hope all these games are spreaded through every goddamn company. I'm hoping it's not just exclusive titles. I don't think it will be, but who knows. But if you guys enjoyed the content, make sure you leave a like and a sub. And if you guys have any thoughts on this, I would love to hear it down in the comment section down below, because I'm genuinely curious what everyone's thoughts are and like what they would do or like what they would change or whatever. Like even if it's not possible, I'm just curious. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. See ya.